Welcome to iFront USA. Why did the United States Department of Justice, DOJ, stumble in what appeared to be a straightforward legal case? Does this defeat truly indicate a strategic weakness within the federal law enforcement agencies under the Trump administration? We are living in a time where every action taken by the DOJ is intensely scrutinized, both by the American public and the political opposition. In this high-stakes environment, when a jury delivers a clear acquittal, stating that the prosecutors simply did not have enough compelling evidence, the verdict transcends a mere legal decision. It raises profound questions about the government's legal credibility and competence. This specific incident, which resulted in the humiliating headline, "Trump DOJ laughed out of court as jury acquits," suggests that either the DOJ failed critically in presenting their case, or there is a deeper systemic inconsistency within the judicial system undermining the administration's efforts. Is this just a singular legal misstep, or does it signal a broader structural vulnerability within the political and legal framework? This question now stands as the most critical challenge facing the Trump administration and the entire judicial structure today. The failure to secure a conviction in this case is not an isolated incident. It must be analyzed alongside a series of controversial judicial setbacks faced by the administration. Are these sporadic losses merely chance, or do they collectively signal a significant pushback from the judiciary on the limits of government power? We have seen similar legal battles, such as the dispute over SNAP, food stamp benefits, and the actions concerning a border patrol officer's testimony. When juxtaposed, these rulings begin to paint a picture of judicial overreach, where judges appear to be re-evaluating the constitutional boundaries of the executive's authority. Why is the judiciary seemingly challenging the administration's interpretation of laws, particularly those concerning enforcement and executive discretion? Legal experts are now asking if the courts are attempting to send a clear message that the government must drastically improve the clarity and foundation of its legal arguments. This raises a crucial question for the American public. If the courts are consistently signaling skepticism towards the federal government's legal basis, how does this ultimately impact the enforcement of essential laws that govern public safety and national security? The cumulative effect of these judicial challenges demands a deeper, analytical look at the internal workings and legal preparedness of the Trump DOJ. To understand the full context of the DOJ's legal defeats, we must also look at the simultaneous political setbacks the conservative movement is facing. The recent electoral results in states like Virginia, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania demonstrated a significant reversal for the Republican Party. Were these electoral losses simply a result of poor local campaigning, or do they stem from a broader voter dissatisfaction with the current administration's performance, including its perceived legal failures? The political narrative surrounding the DOJ's judicial losses undoubtedly fuels the opposition's momentum and gives Democrats a powerful talking point that the administration is not only legally inept, but politically vulnerable. Why did conservative turnout falter in these key battleground states? And how much did the ongoing legal controversies contribute to voter apathy or a shift to the opposition? This analysis is critical because electoral failures provide a definitive measure of public confidence. How will these continuous political and legal blows force the Republican Party to fundamentally restructure its strategy for the monumental 2024 presidential election? The challenge is not just winning future cases, but rebuilding public trust shattered by high-profile legal losses and electoral disappointments. The accumulation of these judicial defeats and electoral losses only intensifies the uncertainty surrounding the administration's future. The looming threat of a government shutdown and the crucial Supreme Court hearing on tariff power represent the next formidable hurdles. Will the pattern of legal vulnerability experienced by the DOJ now spill over into other critical areas, potentially weakening the administration's position in negotiations over the budget or its ability to defend the nations' economic interests against international threats. The failure to secure a conviction or even to effectively litigate a case undermines the perceived strength of the executive branch as a whole. This raises a critical point. If the administration struggles to enforce the law within its own courts, what level of confidence should the public have in its ability to navigate complex international and economic crises? The next few months will be crucial in determining whether the DOJ can recover its credibility or if this trend of legal setback will become a defining characteristic of the remaining term. From the courtrooms, surprising acquittal to electoral losses and strategic challenges, every event we've analyzed collectively poses Trump's biggest question on justice. Is the DOJ really that weak? The answers are complex and constantly evolving. Will these systemic weaknesses force the administration to make drastic strategic changes? And what crucial information is set to be revealed this week that could shift the balance of power? Stay tuned to iFront USA for the deepest analysis.